All right, people, now in New Zealand, there was a confrontation between a Maori parliamentarian of Maori descent and the others. What happened is that he disagreed with something, got angry and broke into a haka dance, which the All Blacks New Zealand rugby team does as well. Very challenging, hostile dance, and he was thrown out because of his hostility and aggression. Okay, you don't understand, so let me explain it through Indian terms, through where I come from, Maharashtra. So it would be like Uddhav Thackeray is very angry with the PM and the cabinet, and he wants to challenge them, and so he aggressively starts doing the lazim. It's the same thing. It's called the week that wasn't. Folks, bad news. Oh, one sec. Then you'll think like any other news channel because let me finish. Bad news in these times is relative. For instance, no vaccines available is not bad news. It's simply not good news. Bad news is vaccines available, but new virus variant dodging the vaccine. That's bad news. Very bad news. Very, very, very bad news. According to Weekend Australia, they have obtained a document from 2015 written by Chinese scientists which said SARS coronavirus could be artificially manipulated into an emerging human disease virus. They confirmed it was from China because the paper used was smaller and cheaper than standard paper. But it's Weekend Australia, because Australia doesn't work all week. But seriously, folks, a human hand, human involvement in the spread of COVID-19, who would have thought? And here we thought it was a superbly sophisticated, well-collaborated, meticulously executed strategy organized by bats. Home quarantine is down by 16% in Mumbai. Let me explain. This opens the other largely unexposed problem. Along with battling corona, you have to spend too much time with your family. So if a family member gets it, other members are very keen to send the victim to hospital. So one less familiar face to see 24/7. Nah. Here, auntie, not well? So I'll drop you. Come on. Don't worry. Walk. COVID story from Maharashtra. Only 58 health warriors, only 58 in Maharashtra got the PM's relief fund thing. Okay? Now, here's a COVID story from Haryana. 13 violent criminals, all COVID positive, break out of Rewari prison. So we didn't get our funds, but they in Haryana have 13 COVID positive violent criminals on the streets of Haryana. So Mumbai, not so bad. Not so bad. A jersey belonging to Michael Jordan sold for $1.38 million. I know, I'm as surprised as you. Michael Jordan went to college. The Indian pistol team coaches such as Jaspal Rana, legend, may not be allowed to go to Tokyo. I mean, it makes sense with COVID cases surging. Last thing you want to see in your city are foreigners walking around with pistols. It's not Haryana, it's Tokyo. Now, Chinese rocket remains have landed in the Indian Ocean west of Maldives. What with this origin of coronavirus, disappearance of Jack Ma, exploitative business policies, and now rocket remains in the Indian Ocean, maybe China needs to execute the PR firm. Okay, enough. We'll bring you joy. We have joy. This is joy. Here's the video of the week to help India feel better.
एक बार जो मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी, उसके बाद तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता.
Superb. It's Eid weekend and we always have to have Salman. That's great and that helps us. We're all feeling better. But that line, you know, the one about commitment and the fact that even he doesn't listen to his own commitment, I think we've heard it before. Maybe. Let's take a look at this.
एक बार जो मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी, उसके बाद तो मैं खुद की भी नहीं सुनता.
So, the first movie, Radhe, which released just now, has the same dialogue as the second movie, Wanted, which released many, many years ago. Also, some of the same actors, same fight sequences, same background, same plot, same director, same actor in lead, same story, and same audience going to watch it, all right? But then again, it's like a second wave of Salman Khan. It's a second wave, you know, it's a part of the whole, you know, culture that we have right now, the second wave, so it's the same thing. Lots more coming up, but first, the headlines. India battles the second wave. It's Amarinder versus Sidhu in Punjab. And are some Indians trying to flee the country? All right, folks, before we go into our top story, as you all know, things aren't really getting better. There's a ray of light here and there. Mumbai a little better, Pune maybe a little better, Thane a little bit, but most of India not so good. So I understand that people are troubled, but this is where you show your character, your strength, and your honorability. which is a word in English which I've just made up, where you basically go to work or push yourself to deliver under these conditions. And that's what I have done. I'm speaking of myself. Yes, folks. I may have not shot today. You don't know this. I'm telling you a story. I may have not shot today because I had a terrible problem early morning. I woke up and I was feeling horrible because I saw in the mirror this pimple. Right here. This pimple. At the age of 49. And I said to myself, doesn't matter, pimple, whatever it is, you have to come to work, and I have come to work and I'm going to deliver today. And I want you to do the same. Fight, India! Fight! Not each other. Okay, as India battles the deadly second wave of the coronavirus pandemic, let's get an update on the outbreak, vaccination, oxygen availability, and other useful information in the fight against the virus. Because authorities don't have it, but we have it. Joining us now from the Health Ministry is Dr. Varsh Bardhan. Now, don't calculate, okay? People have names. Dr. Varsh Bardhan.
We have finally found a cure for COVID-19.
Really?
Yes, dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is the cure.
I am glad to announce to my country that it is now time for the whole country to celebrate.
Are you saying we should celebrate?
Let us celebrate. As per the latest information I have received, whole India has turned negative.
Stop this show. Stop this show. Cancel this show. What you're saying is that the whole nation is negative in the last few seconds and you have this information.
Here, this article over here is saying, India needs to be more positive. We have turned too negative about COVID-19.
I don't think you actually understood the meaning or context of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Now I understand. But even then, I am happy to announce that India is on the way to beat the COVID-19 pandemic.
No, I'm sorry, but how are we on the way to beat the pandemic with the numbers rising?
Our country is doing something that the West can only dream of doing.
That the West can only dream of, ladies and gentlemen, what would that be?
Purposely spreading the coronavirus. It is an ancient theory.
What? We are spreading it? How?
By holding Kumbh Mela.
That is not utter nonsense, but that's far-fetched.
That is not a good attitude. We are a great nation. We have a 5,000-year history. We invented medicine. We invented plastic surgery. We invented genetic science. We invented aeroplanes. We invented Patanjali. We invented...
Zero. We also invented the zero.
See, this is wrong. See what I mean? You Westerner types, you are being unpatriotic. You are influenced by Western media. You are nearly a Deshtrohi, anti-national. We were a great country 5,000 years ago.
Yes, so as an anti-national, I have to ask you, what happened?
Then the Congress came.
No, stop it. You can't blame the Congress for 5,000 years ago. They're clearly 4,000 years ago, as far as I know.
We blame the Congress for the state of the country, but I blame Western media for COVID.
Western media.
We have to find someone to blame. This time we could not blame intellectuals, Pakistan, JNU or urban Naxals. So we are blaming Western media.
Not Kangana media. Okay, but what you're saying is just a blame game.
No. We are taking Western media coverage very seriously. And we are going to address that issue seriously also.
So you are talking to Western media?
No, not at all.
Oh, how are you addressing the issue if you're not talking to them?
By deleting all their tweets.
To stop them talking. Oh, I should have used my head. Let's move on from this conversation. Let's talk about vaccines.
We are proud to announce that the pandemic will be over soon.
Wow.
India has vaccinated nearly 20 crore people till date.
One sec. That isn't much in a 140 crore population. I mean, look at the maths.
See, again, you are looking from a wrong perspective. 20 crore people is nearly half of what USA has vaccinated, as many as Russia, 2.5 times of UK, 7 times of Israel, 34 times of New Zealand, 300 and...
But 46% of USA has been fully vaccinated, 78% of UK has been fully vaccinated, and 116% of Israel has been fully vaccinated. That may be a little off. Not even 3% of our population is fully vaccinated, and we have already run out of vaccines. My mother went thrice to get it, her second dose, thrice.
We have a solution for that also.
What?
We will announce one more Tika Utsav.
No, stop that. Then he'll start doing jokes on paneer tikka and aloo tikka and all that. We don't want all those jokes. Please stop it.
See, your attitude is all wrong. You should be proud to be Indian. We are the largest vaccine manufacturing country in the world.
I don't know how people keep saying this largest and biggest and fattest and strongest. If we are the largest vaccine manufacturing country in the world, sir, then why are we always short of vaccines?
Because government forgot to order them.
What? What about the oxygen?
It's in the air. Oxygen is free. Atmanirbhar.
You all keep saying all this. It's all ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You have to be proud of your country. Do not listen to Western media and Indian media. They will influence you wrongly.
I don't listen to Western media. I don't listen to Indian media. Who do I listen to? There's no other media left. Who do I believe? You tell me.
Just believe WhatsApp.
Okay, I've run out of time. Let me ask you this one last time. Do you have a solution for this enormous problem India seems to be facing? Yes or no, sir?
Of course we do.
What is it?
The Central Vista Project.
Are you related to Dr. Harshvardhan? Dr. Harshvardhan? No comment. That tells you everything. Folks, we investigate, we deliver. Western or Indian, we are in the middle somewhere. Anyway, in an attempt to undermine the Congress government in Punjab, cricketer turned politician Navjot Singh Sidhu has been continuously attacking fellow congressman and Chief Minister of Punjab, Captain Amarinder Singh from the royal family. Cabinet ministers have taken exception and want the CM to take disciplinary action, which means... Joining us to discuss the situation is alleged spokesperson for Captain Amarinder Singh. There's no relation here, but he's called Captain Angrezi Singh. And I want to point out this is not because our actor can't do a Punjabi accent. And so takes the name Angrezi for safety's sake, because बाद में लोग कहते हैं ये पंजाबी कौन से एंगल से है. But don't get petty. Please don't get petty. Captain. Oh boy. Captain. Ade Baba, Captain.
You are talking to me? Yeah, sorry, just a moment.
Captain?
Yes. That's better. I can hear you now.
Yeah, but what's going on? Everything all right?
Yes, the thing is, I had a long meeting with Navjot Singh Sidhu. This is the only way I can survive.
Oh, I see. So one of you obviously talks a lot. Coming from me, I mean, we are from the same tribe. Anyway, go on, sir.
Yes, now, what can I do for you?
Yes. I'm here to talk to you about the rift between you and Navjot Singh Sidhu.
There is no rift at all. It is just that he's thinking like a cricketer.
A cricketer?
Yes, he believes my inning is coming to an end and his innings is about to start.
I stop here and tell the audience that this is Angrezi Singh, not Amarinder Singh. So what innings is he talking about? Because he holds no position in the Punjab Parliament. But let's leave that aside and get back to this reality. So is there any truth in that, sir? Any truth at all?
How can that be possible? He doesn't even know which team he is playing for.
You're obviously referring to his up and down, going from here to there. But you insist there's no rift, no personal rift between the two of you.
Not at all. In fact, Navjot Singh Sidhu has some great qualities.
Much better. I'm also a fan, at least of the cricketer. Like what?
Like, he is a very quiet man.
Quiet? No. I don't think, no. I think that's no, that no one called him quiet. No.
No, he has always been very quiet. He quietly goes and changes his party behind your back. Very quiet.
Very good, sir. Angrezi Singh, very good. Very funny. Any other great qualities?
And then he is very loyal. Extremely loyal.
Again, you bowl the one that goes the other way. Loyal, but he has changed parties so often. Where's the loyalty?
That proves my point. That he is extremely loyal to himself.
Well bowled. I didn't see that one. I didn't read the spin. I'm glad you see some good qualities, though.
Yes, he is also extremely well dressed.
You mean his ties, his suits, everything matching?
And his coat, especially the turncoat.
Oh, short ball in the ribs. Hit me right there. Oh, what other talents do you see in him?
Talents. He's also very talented and extremely versatile.
Ah, this is the setup. I come forward to the spinner and I say versatile.
Yes, at any given time, he can play many roles, and he always has two faces. Versatile.
Ah, there you go. Appeal for LBW. Well done. Any more? So, what do you mean? What about his so-called talents?
Well, let me think. Yes, he's also an excellent musician.
I've not heard that one. He's a musician.
Have you ever heard him change his tune? Brilliant, brilliant. He loves music. Navjot Singh Sidhu loves music.
Took the edge, went to second slip, caught. And the ball is pitched outside the off stump and swings just a little bit. Even Don Bradman gets out. Bro, superb, superb. He loves music, you were saying?
Especially the sound of his own voice.
Oh, plumb in front, plumb in front. But he must have some redeeming qualities. After all, he was a sportsman.
And he is still a very good sportsman. He has the sporting spirit and he plays the game well.
Okay, I'm waiting for this dismissal. Which game?
The blame game.
He's taken it at mid-wicket. He's taken it straight into the hands of the mid-wicket fielder. He's gone. Beautiful. It's amazing. After all this, you've tried to keep your behavior with Sidhu quite civil. I respect that.
That is because he's an excellent, exceptional man.
Excellent and exceptional.
Yes, excellent, exceptional, ex-cricketer, ex-commentator, ex-comedian, ex-Kapil Sharma, ex-BJP, ex-Aam Aadmi Party, again ex-BJP, ex-Awaz Punjab, ex...
Thank you. We have to exit. So, thank you.
Sorry, one last ex.
Okay, all right, go on.
Excruciating.
Oh, exhausting, if you ask me. So exhausting, we need to go into a quick break, but that was well played. Again, to remind everybody, Captain Amarinder Singh is a man of great repute. That's not him. This was Angrezi Singh claiming to represent him. Clearly not the same person, because Amarinder is a big towering figure, and this gentleman clearly, God knows if he's even played Kanga League. Gee, as far as I'm concerned, no sportsman there. Anyway, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it's the second innings. If you don't want it, just write into us quickly. We have a few minutes. Welcome back. The week that wasn't, and it's Eid Mubarak weekend. Eid Mubarak to everybody out there. Only one complaint. I come from a mixed family, so I have all communities in my family. We celebrate everything. We have to. Here's my point. Where's my Eidi? That's right. You're supposed to give us something when we wish, and I've got nothing. And don't blame COVID. You can send it by post. You can send it by post. You can even ask me to pay for it. Sometimes the postman does that. They ask for money when they give things. Or can be ED, reverse ED. That's really ED. Oh, by the way, ED is not ED. That enforcement directorate is different. We don't want that ED. So no joker out there send that. Not that ED, it's ED. A Parsi pronunciation is a problem. ED. Okay, I'll just ask for EDA then. Edu. Give me an Edu. Forget the ED. Edu. Egg, anda. All right. Back to Melinda Gates and Bill Gates. Apparently, Melinda Gates was gunning for a divorce from 2019. It seems Bill Gates had grown close to sex trafficker, that was the business card, Jeffrey Epstein, and once may have spent the night at his mansion, but in separate rooms. Now, this news upset Bill Clinton, who said there's only space for one naughty boy bill in the USI. Okay, Andrew Garfield says he doesn't use social media as it's bad for mental health. He says he's too sensitive. He should contact famous Indian comedians. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Bengaluru has adopted the Mumbai model. So let me just put this in perspective. Let's try and understand it. They're taking our model. So basically, we start at the top. Yediyurappa comes to Maharashtra and Uddhav goes to Bangalore, right? What? Anil Deshmukh stays between the two states. As of now. It's not clear. We're not clear. Yeah. 100 crores each side. That's how we... Oh, no, stop. Okay, Indian travelers are trying to go abroad because we Indians want to go abroad no matter what happens. And there's a little bit of jugaad involved in all this. Let's meet Faisal Muqaddam, who is India's leading travel liaison officer. Welcome, Faisal Bhai. Firstly, Eid Mubarak.
Yes, Eid Mubarak. But Bhai, please don't call me Faisal Bhai, please. Huh?
Okay, then what shall I call you?
Call me Femuka. That is what I am known as.
I like it. Swahili touch. Femuka. Okay, okay. So, Femuka, how is your agency doing in these difficult times?
As you know, my company, Jugaad Travels, is the only agency doing well in COVID times.
You know, it's amazing. I was just telling people, not people, the 3-4 people who watch the show, I was telling them that you're the only guy who can actually fight the tide here. And this is because?
Because rich or healthy, Indians need to travel. And by using influence and a little imagination, JT, Jugaad Travels, has been successful.
Wow, wow. Can you explain by example? It will be easier for us to understand how you can get people from point A to point B.
One client, let's call him Ajay Bhai, because if I say Saxena, I will be giving away full name and identity. So, Ajay Bhai.
Right, right. So Ajay Bhai Saxena, yeah, what happened with him?
He wanted to go for his brother's wedding in Dubai.
Yeah, okay.
Now, direct Mumbai-Dubai flight is not allowed. So, we put him on a different path.
Different path would be, oh, tell us.
First, he flew to Kolkata and then by road, I sent him to Kathmandu. Then from Kathmandu, he flew to Tbilisi.
Tbilisi.
Don't ask for more information. I'm not a geography teacher. I'm a humble travel agent.
Okay, Googled it. Tbilisi. Okay, okay, then?
So from Tbilisi, he flew to Moscow, from Moscow to Warsaw, from Warsaw to London, from London to Riyadh, and from Riyadh to Sharjah. Then Sharjah to Dubai by bus.
Did Sharjah to Dubai by bus? Why?
That was just to save some money.
Indian, that's the thing we do. That's the thing we do. Oh, go on.
Another fellow, let's call him Jay Bhai, he flew to London through this route.
Which route? Please tell us.
Mumbai to Agartala. Agartala by road to Shanghai. Shanghai to Singapore by sea. Singapore to LA by plane. Then from LA to Montreal by using car, boat and a plane. Then from Montreal to Barcelona. And then Barcelona to London.
My God! I mean, this is just preposterous, Faisal. This is Fumuka, sorry. This is horrible. I mean, we have to report him to the government. We have to tell the government.
Don't worry, they already know.
What?
He is from the government. Just delivering a message to Boris Johnson from PM Narendra Modi.
What happened to Air Force One? Oh, that's America. Don't we have something? Air Force 2, 3? Was he in the top 10? Gitanjali Express? There must be some way of going. Patanjali Express. वो क्या करते हैं? They just deliver the product faster, which is what we wanted to do in the first place. We apologize. Don't know who writes this anymore. It's a free-for-all out here. People who are not well, just come and write because they have nothing else to do. Okay, it's time to talk about something else. Just get our minds away from COVID and all this that's going on in India. Let's turn our eyes to America. Floyd Mayweather Jr., arguably the greatest boxer pound for pound that ever lived. 50-0, never lost a fight. He's retired, but he's coming out of retirement to fight Logan Paul, who's just a YouTuber who's had a couple of fights. So he's a bit of a boxer, but he's nowhere in the capacity and range of this great man. So let's meet Faridun Anabolic Wala, who claims to have trained. He actually says that he has trained Logan Paul for the fight, which I find hard to believe because of COVID. I don't think you can actually come here, but let's anyway pursue the interview. Namaste, Faridun.
Excuse me. We Parsi say kem cho, huh? And then we start talking before you can complete your answer. You try.
Okay, I'll play along. Kem cho.
Majama, who fabulous cho, ah. Run F's. Fit, fine and fabulous. Continue.
Fit, fine, fabulous. There's one more F I can't use. Right, sir. I will jump into it then. What are your thoughts on Logan Paul?
Logan Paul, I कौन है? Sukhwinder Paul नो भाई है क्या?
No. This is Logan Paul, YouTube sensation.
YouTube. Logan Powell. Arre, pronounce it correctly, na? Powell, like Colin Powell. Logan Powell.
Yeah, right. That's what his parents call him. So that guy, Powell, did you actually coach him or is this just some sort of joke?
Yes, I did. I taught him little bit about the sport of boxing. You see, I was Western India champion 1957 to 59. Then I came out of retirement and beat Homi Adajania in 1972. Yes.
Homi, the filmmaker, my classmate who was born in 1972.
Next question. Mijusu, what do you want to ask?
Okay, what do you think Logan Paul's chances are against Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Honestly, tell us.
No. It is Floyd Mayweather Road, not Junior. You see, I fought Floyd Mayweather Senior By the way, it was after I had already finished smashing Baman Irani in the All Parsis in 1966, that is, yes.
When the actor Baman Irani, personal friend, would be about 5 years old.
Next. Move on.
Right. Give me a second to digest all this because I have to finish the interview. I don't have a choice. There's no TKO allowed in this kind of show. I have to carry on. Logan Paul, sir. Logan Paul, what did you teach him?
You see, I taught him how to give a hook or how to give a punch.
That's what I wanted to hear. Aha, the science of boxing. Go on. What's the great trick? What did you give him? The hook, the mystery punch? What is it? Go on.
No mystery punch. I taught him how to make orange punch. You've ever had orange punch? Like squash only it is. Yes? So punch and metal hook. Hook and punch.
Your PR team called us up and requested that you come on the show to discuss this. Hook and punch.
I served that punch to my fans after I reclaimed the heavyweight crown from Gary Lawyer in 1958.
When Gary was still in kindergarten.
Salah, you don't believe me? Don't believe me? You want to see my jab? You want to see my jab, eh?
Okay, come on. Finish it off. Show your jab.
I'll show you my bloody jab. Yeah, sure. There is my jab. Second one.
It's the wrong injection. Folks, try to give you a topic to take your mind off COVID. But after talking to Faridun Anabolic Wala, I realized that maybe it's not as bad as we think. Let's just stay with the whole tragedy that we are experiencing. Barabar zoom, barabar zoom. Chaddi dalna padega. Oh, his cable ghus gaya under something. Okay. Kidhar hai?
Finally found, what is his accent like? Anybody? The headspace, my डोका has gone into my ceiling.